What is up, guys? James Carter TV here for my NFL Week 5 picks and predictions for the 2015 NFL regular season. Alright, so, I'm going to have to change my philosophy with these picks because I'm not getting the type of success that I want to get. Last week I was 9-7. In a week where I should have been at least 11-5, and I know why. I overthink this stuff. I really do. It's because, and this is such a lame excuse, but it's the truth, really. It's because, really, when you know almost each and every player of each and every team, I tend to give bad teams a little more credit, saying that, oh, maybe this player can make a play, maybe this player can make a play, and it really doesn't happen. And I really don't want to bore you guys making the same picks as everyone else does, but hey, other people are doing it, they're doing well, they're getting away with it. So I'm going to calm down with the upsets. I'm going to play to the game. If that's what it takes to do well, fine, I'll do it. Unfortunately, now I'm not going to have these crazy upsets anymore, but fine, I'll do it. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go to our Week 5 NFL picks and predictions. But that doesn't mean I want to have no upsets. I will definitely have my fair share of upsets, believe that. There will just be less than my heart wants to do. So with that in mind, we start with the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans Thursday Night Football. This was a game that I might have done an upset last week, but I'm calmed down now. The Indianapolis Colts on the road. They won last week against Jacksonville. That was a game I thought they would lose without Andrew Luck, but they won without Andrew Luck, and now this game they're going to have Andrew Luck. And the Texans, to me, are the #1 contender for the first overall pick in 2015. Yes, they're getting back Arian Foster. Tell me what he did last week. Oh, yeah, nothing. Really, he had, in fact, hell, they wish he did nothing. Unfortunately, he did something. He fumbled the ball and allowed the Atlanta Falcons to score yet another touchdown. So they wish he did nothing. So I don't care that Arian Foster is back. He is not going to single-handedly beat this Indianapolis Colts team. It pains me to say that the Indianapolis Colts are going to go to Houston and win this game and lead the AFC South for quite a while for now. All right, now let's move on to the Sunday games. Next game, we have the Washington Redskins at the Atlanta Falcons. The Redskins are one of the upset teams that I had last week that came through for me. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They stuck it to them. Thank you, Redskins. Now it's time for you to lose this week. You're going on the road, you're going to Atlanta, and you're going to lose this football game. But as I indicated in my Redskins and Eagles recap, Kirk Cousins made me raise an eyebrow and say, is he a franchise quarterback? Maybe after all. So keep up the good work, Kirk. Keep up the good work. All right, next game we have the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. This game actually frightens me. The Browns are not that bad as people want to make them out to be. And the Ravens, although they did win last week, it was underwhelming. And the Ravens, they don't have a great history recently of just killing the Browns. These games are a lot closer than they have to be. This game's going to be close. And I wonder, will Josh McCown make a play that he normally doesn't make? I'm not going to bet on that, but it frightens me. I'm going to pick the Ravens, but this one frightens me, especially with Steve Smith out for this game. They're going to have trouble scoring points. All right, next game we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a game, I'm actually pretty shocked at how many people are picking the Bengals to win this game. If the Bengals win this game, they might as well go 16-0, and I'm not kidding. Because the only difficult games on this Cincinnati Bengals schedule, and I will pull it up now really quickly if you will allow me. This week as they host the Seattle Seahawks. Next week they go to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, that might be a little tough. But then after that, they have like a game down the road against the Cardinals. Like they'll face the Steelers. They'll face the Broncos. But this isn't a very difficult schedule. And I'm not betting on Andy Dalton to beat this Seahawks defense. He's never beating the defense this tough. Now, the Ravens' defenses he's faced over the years have been pretty good, but not one this good. I think the Broncos have the best defense in the league. I really do. So with that in mind, there is no way I'm picking Andy Dalton to beat this Seattle Seahawks defense. Is he improved? Yes. But there is no way I'm picking the Andy Dalton to beat the Seattle Seahawks defense, for him to beat Richard Sherman. Oh, God, no. Give me the Seattle Seahawks on the road. Next game, you have the St. Louis Rams at the Green Bay Packers. The Rams, they shut me up last week. I mean, they were the biggest upset last week, guys. They went to Arizona and won. I'm going to stick to the belief that, hey, the Rams win divisional games. Why? You know, we wish we knew, but we don't. And then the next week, they go lose to Washington. And then the week after that, who they lose to, I can't even remember. And now they're going to lose to me at Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers continues to be the best quarterback in the NFL, and it's not even close. And he'll continue to be the best quarterback in the NFL, and it will never be close. All right, next game. And Tom Brady's close, but give me Aaron Rodgers. Next game, we have the Chicago Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, I wish I knew that Jay Cutler was going to be playing last week. I would have picked the Chicago Bears. Trust me when I say I would have. But I didn't know. I was shocked when they said he was going to play last week. The Bears, as I've said on these prediction videos, I don't think they're that bad. I picked them to go 7-9 before the year. It's looking more like 6-10. But hey, the Bears aren't that bad. They still have Jay Cutler, who's better than 10 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. They still have Matt Forte. They still have Alshon Jeffrey, who is coming back for this game. They still have Jermon Bushrod and Kyle Long and Pernell McPhee and Adrian Amos. They're still a talented team. Shane McClellan, Jeremiah Ratliff, who will be coming back from suspension. They're still a very talented team. They still have John Fox at the head coach. They still have Adam Gase at the offensive coordinator. They have Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. I think that's one of the best top 10 coaching staffs in the NFL. So I refuse to believe that the Bears were going to tank this season away. And with all of that said, they're going to lose this game. At Kansas City. Kansas City needs to win this game or forget it. Honestly, and it's so sad because they really thought they were going to make the playoffs this year. Hell, as Chiefs fans, they thought they were going to win the damn AFC West. But as I tried to tell you, Chiefs fans, and I'll tell you again, your schedule is way too freaking difficult. And I thought you would pull it through last week when you needed to. You didn't. Alex Smith can only take you so far without a great defense, and the defense isn't playing that great, and the end result is you're going to lose games, but you'll win this one. Next game, we have the New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles continue to be the most perplexing team in the NFL. How did this team go on the road in New York and win that game? No one knows, and I even predicted it, and I don't know. Because the week after, they go to Washington, and they lose yet another football game. And now they're back at home, hosting the New Orleans Saints, and I'm picking the New Orleans Saints to go to Philadelphia and win. The Philadelphia Eagles offense isn't very good, and now they're going up against a Saints defense that hasn't been very good this season, but they're getting better as three defensive players of theirs. Daniel Ellerbe, who isn't great, but hey, you need to account for him. Keenan Lewis, the cornerback for the New Orleans Saints, one of the top 10 cornerbacks in the NFL, returns from groin injury. And Jairus Byrd, who missed the entire 2014 season, he is back, and when he's healthy, top 5 free safety in the NFL. This trio that the Saints have been missing defensively, they're back, baby, and they're gonna stiffen up this Philadelphia Eagles offense and hold them to 21 points, and Drew Brees will do the rest as the Saints get on a little bit of a winning streak. And honestly, at this juncture, the Saints are better on the road than they are at home. All right, next game, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the game I struggle with. Whoever loses this game, I'm going to kill you on Sunday. You best believe that. When I recap all of the 1 o'clock games, whoever loses this game, I'm going to kill you. You're going to be picking first or second in my mock draft. I'm going to project you to go 4-12 or worse. I'm going to kill whoever loses this team or whoever loses this game. As you have the Jaguars 1-3, they couldn't beat Matt Hasselbeck. And you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jameis Winston throwing too many interceptions. Is he a bust? Hell no. But his transition is not being smooth, to say the least. Whoever loses this game, I'm going to murder, and I'm going to tell you that you suck, and you're not going to like it. But you're going to admit that it's the truth. With that in mind, this is a game I struggle with. But at the end of the day, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just a way more talented team than the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have a better quarterback. They have a better running back. Yes, TJ Yeldon has had some nice games. Give me Doug Martin over him all day. The offensive lines are similar. Wide receivers, give me Tampa Bay all day. Defensive, give me Tampa Bay all day because they have Gerald McCoy, Levante David, Altron Verner, who they're not even playing, but so why am I even mentioning him? Give me Tampa Bay. They're just a more talented team. They're at home, although Jacksonville's like a hop and a skip and a jump away from Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay. Whoever loses this game, you're in trouble. Next game, Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. Now, I know what I said to start this video, that I'm going to leave my heart out of it, but no. With this team, with my Tennessee Titans, my heart's going to be in it. So you can just disregard anything I'll ever have to say about the Tennessee Titans. No, from here on out, I'm going to be biased. I picked the Titans to win every game this year, and I'm wanting to doing so. That's not very good, but it's not too far from 2-1 either. And honestly, the Titans are coming off of a bye week. The Buffalo Bills have shown their vulnerabilities. Throw the ball against them. Okay. Marcus Mariota has shown the ability to throw the ball successfully. And the Bills are banged up. LaShawn McCoy won't play. Carlos Williams probably won't play. Sammy Watkins won't play. Defensively, Aaron Williams will be coming back from injury, but he's banged up as well. The Bills are a banged up football team. They're drawing too many penalties. I think the Tennessee Titans take advantage. I think the Tennessee Titans win this game and get back in the AFC South contention. But remember, I'm very biased, folks. Next game. You have the Arizona Cardinals at the Detroit Lions. My heart really wanted to pick the Detroit Lions to upset the Arizona Cardinals, but I can't do it. Not that the Lions are very bad. I still think they're serviceable. I think this game is going to be close. But the Cardinals, they're just going to be able to find success against this Lions defense. The Lions defense, it's not very good. Don't let that Monday night game fool you. Not that they're bad, but they're able to stop the run. Okay, they're great against the run. Against the pass, not so much. As Darius Slay can be a liability, Bill Bentley's the best they got. You can throw the ball on the Detroit Lions, and that's what the Cardinals can do. They can throw the ball on you. They're just a better team. They're going to go to Detroit. They're going to win, but Lions really could have a shot here. My heart really wanted to do it, but for the first week, I'm not going to listen to it. Next game, you have the New England Patriots at the Dallas Cowboys. This is the Patriots. I mean, the Cowboys, sorry, you're too injured. It sucks. I know my heart goes out to you. It hurts. I feel for you. It sucks. You're going to lose. Next game, we have the Denver Broncos at the Oakland Raiders. People love the Raiders, man. I mean, they love the Oakland Raiders. They lost. Last week to the Chicago Bears, they lost. And now they're hosting the Denver Broncos. And I don't want to shoot myself in the foot because the Raiders may end up winning this game. But the Raiders still have a long way to go before they're at the Broncos level. In fact, really quickly, allow me to check what was the score of last year's Raiders and Broncos football game. Now, I understand the Broncos, you could argue, are not as good of a team as they were last year. Okay, you could make that argument. And that the Raiders are a lot better team than they were last year. Okay, I can buy that. But when we're talking about the tiers and the levels of which both of these teams reside, I have a hard time believing all of this ground will be made up in 1 year. So this was the score of both of their games. I'll just give you both. The first game in Oakland was 41-17. This is a lot of ground to make up And I don't think the Raiders have made up this ground yet. Now, I think the Broncos will come down. They're not scoring 40 points or anything. And the Raiders may come up a little bit, but they're going to have trouble scoring against this defense. Chris Harris Jr. will shut down Amari Cooper, and then Michael Crabtree's banged up. I don't know how they're going to be able to score against this defense. I say no way. I say give me the Broncos all day. Let's get me at the San Francisco. Oh, God, excuse me. Let's get me at the San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants. All right, this is when I have to start changing my opinions about certain teams. And I have to be honest with myself when I do so. Now, I thought the 49ers would be a 7-9 football team. And they still could be. But I thought the Giants would be a 5-win team. And they're looking more and more like an 8-8 or above now. And they're hosting the 49ers. The 49ers just aren't looking good. And I'll be cheering on the 49ers this game because I don't want to see them be this bad. But you know what? My mind is taking over my heart. I think the Giants will win this football game. I think they're on pace. If they keep up this pace, I mean, what a great win. To go to Buffalo and to win, that's a great win. Although they're not really that far. They're hop, skip, and a jump away from Buffalo. But regardless, nice win. And it hurts me, but you know what? I got to pick the Giants to win this game. It's just they're just a better team. All right, next game, which is so odd because who's on their defense? All right, next game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the San Diego Superchargers. I get that the Steelers have talent, but if they can't go, and not even go, if they can't host the Baltimore Ravens and win, they're not going to go to San Diego and win. Philip Rivers loves these games. Especially against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Oh, man. Philip Rivers. And he's been escaping with victories this season. So this might end up being close. But give me Philip Rivers all day over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Forget about it. All right, and then finally we have a couple teams on bye week. Mainly the one I want to talk about, the Miami Dolphins. They fired Joe Philbin. They hired Dan Campbell, their tight ends coach. And I said in my video, on my Washington Redskins and Eagles video, that I didn't know who they were going to hire when they fired Joe Philbin because your offensive coordinator stinks and your defensive coordinator stinks. So I said, I don't know if they have a guy. I just don't know if they have a guy that they like there. And I even said in that video, I think I said like a tight ends coach, and hey, they had a tight ends coach. This guy, I don't know anything about this guy, but really, if I'm the Dolphins fans, I'm preparing for a 5-11 season. 6-10, no better than 7-9. That's what you should be preparing your heart for. Even to go 7-9, for you to go 7-9, you'd have to go 7-6. For the rest of the season, or 6-6, excuse me, for the rest of the season, and that is asking a lot. So I prepare for a little bit of a downturn. Hire Jim Schwartz. That's what I think. I think Jim Schwartz should go down there. Maybe who else are they talking about being candidates? Ooh, Kyle Shanahan possibly. I really want someone that's been around. Brian Kelly. I don't think he'd want to go. I think a veteran head coach would be good for you guys. So I would look into that. But anyway, that's enough for me. Week 5 predictions and picks. Comment down below yours. James Carter TV Picks Challenge. Don't forget to send in your picks. And until next time, James Carter TV. I'm out. Peace.